I came to Sanare Sanctuary for the first time as a recommendation for panic.
I initially started coming because I had pain in my hands and in my elbows, but while seeing him, I also had to have brain surgery.
Because I was in a plane crash in December, so I suffered, my body with different trauma.
I started coming because I started having seizures out of the blues as I got older. I never had them when I was young. It was just all of a sudden. One day it happened.
I literally walked into a plate glass window with my head and suffered a concussion. Nerve irritation is what they call it. Whiplash, lots of spinal sprains.
Because I had a so-called TIA, which is a mini stroke or a stroke that supposedly self-corrects. But it turns out it wasn't a TIA, but that's what they thought it was. It turns out it was a drug interaction. I had been taking Vicodin and Ambien.
I've had back surgeries and I've had excruciating pain, so that's bottom line why I came here.
Before coming to see Dr. Singh, I was kind of against anything that was a little different. You know, my grandmother's a nurse, so I grew up with the standardized, if you're cold, if you got a cold or if you're sick, you take an antibiotic. So when I first came to Dr. Singh, I thought it was just going to be a prescription. He would tell me what to do, what was wrong, and it would be, this, done, okay, take it, go, you'll feel better. Take an apple too, but he talked about yoga, he talked about the energy healing, and then also must complement it with massage therapy. And at that point, I'm 35 now, I have a very busy schedule. I was freaked out by what I was experiencing. So I was really in a place where I was open to try new things. And I really trusted that Dr. Singh knew what he was saying, knew what he was talking about. So I just dived in.
I was in quite a bit of pain for quite a long time, and that was not subsiding. And I also had lack of mobility in my neck area, my shoulders, and my head, and suffered tremendous migraines on a daily basis. And so, because of my severe allergies, I expressed a concern with Dr. Singh about his form of treatment, and he explained to me what kind of practice he had, and I was thrilled.
Dr. Singh is terrific. I mean, he explains everything so thoroughly. I have a really good relationship with him, which is, I think it's a good thing between a patient and a doctor. And I can come to him and tell him what's bothering me, what's not, on a personal level.
He speaks to the patient, not at the patient. He doesn't speak to the diagnosis, he speaks to that is within me. So he's a very powerful man, and he encouraged me to keep going, keep going.
I was in the bed feeling pretty, I guess, despondent about what is happening to me, and I don't even understand. And he and I were talking, and he said, do you believe stress can be a factor in how the body behaves? And I said, I'm very sympathetic to Eastern as well as Western types of medicine. I've been through acupuncture. And he says, well, I think you should come see me, and that we have a program. I think these therapeutic yoga would be very good for you.
I have had many therapies before coming here to the Sanare Center, but it was very lack. It was just half. But here, it's a whole approach to everything that I really enjoy, and it's really given me a lot of relief.
The first time I came in, I have severe pain in my left shoulder. That it was so intense, and the exercise and whatever he did this week is not as bad as it was the week before.
I had never done acupuncture before. Acupuncture was a new concept for me. I had never done energy work for treatment for body pain or relaxation methods. So I wanted to get massages, but here was an opportunity that everything was at my fingertips. And so I could try what worked best for me and then choose from it. So I've chosen acupuncture for this series of treatments and energy work, and I'm much better. When I came to Sanare Sanctuary, I was depressed. I was in pain. I was hopeless. I didn't know how I was going to take care of my children. I mean, I just had the burdens of the world on my shoulder. So I've not only gotten treatment for my body, but for my mind, and I've had some spiritual treatment as well.
This is a very impressive place, and I think in every field there are certain people that are just excellent, and you have to find them. I mean, there are good people all over the place, but it's very hard to find people who really have that magic. And in my opinion, both Dr. Singh in this office and Doris have that kind of magic.
For all the skeptics, I would just say try it. For anyone who is skeptical about having one of the top neurologists in the field who is very open to alternative medicine and believes in that as a form of healing, I would say try it. And you know, this is a great place to try it, and I think you won't regret it.